Attention passionate Washington Commanders fans. Latest news, something big is happening in the NFC East and it could change the game. We're talking about a direct impact on Washington Commanders' path to another Super Bowl run, a power shift that could leave a division rival stumbling for years. We're bringing this to you firsthand. But before that, if you're a true Washington Commanders fan, subscribe to the channel to strengthen this passion even more. Show that you're also part of this family. Let's help each other reach 1,000 subscribers. Share with YOUR, FRINDS and Washington Commanders FANS. Let's get to the news. Now folks, if you've been paying attention to the NFL landscape lately, you know that the NFC East is heating up in a way we haven't seen in a long time. The Washington Commanders, a team that's been knocking on the playoff door for the past few seasons, has been making headlines, but not always for the reasons we'd hope. There's been a lot of criticism swirling around the team's offseason moves, especially on the defensive side of the ball. And honestly, it's been quite a topic of debate among fans, analysts, and insiders alike. The big question is, did the Commanders do enough to elevate their defense to the level needed to truly contend? Or are they leaving some stones unturned, risking another disappointing season? To understand this, we need to look back at what they've done so far. The offseason was marked by some significant investments, particularly in the trenches. They went all in on defensive tackle Javon Kinlaw, a player with immense potential, but who has struggled with injuries and consistency throughout his career. The idea was that Kinlaw could be a game-changing presence in the middle of the defensive line, helping to stuff the run and pressure the quarterback. But what raised eyebrows was how the Commanders chose to spend their resources. Instead of channeling that money into adding an elite edge rusher, someone who could consistently threaten quarterbacks and turn the tide of games, they decided to prioritize interior defensive linemen. This move, or perhaps the lack of a more aggressive pursuit of pass rushers, has drawn criticism. Many fans and experts feel that without a true edge rush presence, the defense might struggle to get after opposing quarterbacks, especially in a division as competitive as the NFC East, which features quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts, Daniel Jones, and Dak Prescott, all capable of exploiting gaps in coverage if given enough time. But what's interesting is that the biggest upgrade, arguably, for the Commanders' defense in 2025 actually came midway through the previous season. That was when they swung a deal for Marshon Lattimore, the four-time Pro Bowl cornerback from the New Orleans Saints. Now, Lattimore is a player with a stellar reputation, known for his ball skills, coverage ability, and shutdown potential. The trade was seen as a bold move, a clear signal that Washington was serious about shoring up their secondary. They gave up draft capital and a hefty salary commitment, a total of $36.5 million over the next 2 seasons, to bring in a player they hoped would be the cornerstone of their pass defense for years to come. Initially, it seemed like a masterstroke. After all, a lockdown corner can completely change the way a defense functions. But here's where things get complicated. Lattimore's 2024 season was, let's say, mixed. Coming back from a hamstring injury that sidelined him for part of the previous year, he showed glimpses of brilliance but also struggled at times. There were moments when he looked a little off his peak form, and some critics worry whether he can return to the Pro Bowl level that made him a household name. Injuries and inconsistency have been part of his story, and with his hefty price tag, the pressure is on him to deliver. This raises an important point. The Commanders might have already exhausted their big spending on the secondary, leaving them with limited cap space and roster flexibility to add depth at other critical positions. Depth is crucial, especially in a league where injuries are inevitable. And this is where the veteran free agent market comes into play. Many believe that adding a seasoned veteran like Rasul Douglas could be exactly what Washington needs to solidify their secondary. Douglas, a player with a compelling background, could bring experience, stability, and a proven track record of making plays. For those who don't remember, Rasul Douglas made a name for himself at West Virginia, earning all Big 12 honors before the Philadelphia Eagles drafted him in the 3rd round of the 2017 draft. His rookie season was promising, starting 5 games, snagging 2 interceptions, and helping the Eagles secure a Super Bowl victory. Over the years, Douglas has played for various teams, including the Panthers, Raiders, Texans, Cardinals, Packers, and Bills, accumulating a wealth of experience. Last season, he was a regular starter for the Bills, appearing in 15 games and recording 6 pass deflections. His career earnings are around $25 million, which, for a veteran of his caliber, is a reasonable price tag considering his potential to contribute immediately. The question is, would the Commanders consider bringing him in? It's a logical move, especially when you consider their current roster makeup. They already have some promising young players in the secondary, notably second-year cornerback Mike Sainristil and rookie Trey Amos. Sainristil, who played a pivotal role in Washington's run to the NFC Championship last season, has shown flashes of brilliance, including 2 interceptions in the playoffs. He's a player who is developing rapidly and could very well become a reliable starter if he continues on his current trajectory. Meanwhile, Trey Amos, drafted in the second round out of Ole Miss, has the potential to develop into a shutdown corner. He earned All-SEC honors in 2024, with 13 pass deflections and 3 interceptions, showcasing his ball skills and coverage ability. If these two can translate their college and early NFL performances into consistent, reliable play at the NFL level, the Commanders might already have the pieces they need in-house to build a formidable secondary. Amos, with his 4-year rookie contract valued at around $7 million, and Sainristil, in the second year of his rookie deal, could form the foundation of a young, hungry cornerback core that's eager to prove itself. But let's not forget the bigger picture. The NFL is a league where roster building is a constant balancing act. While the secondary looks promising, the pass rush remains a concern. Without a true edge rusher, the Commanders may still struggle to generate enough pressure to complement their secondary's coverage skills. It's a strategic dilemma. Do they double down on their existing young talent, hoping that development and scheme adjustments will fill the gap? Or do they make a splash by signing a veteran pass rusher or another proven playmaker to boost their front seven? The NFL offseason is a dynamic time, with teams constantly adjusting, retooling, and reimagining their rosters for the upcoming season. For the Commanders, the focus has been on building a defense that can be competitive from day one, especially in a division that's only getting tougher. The Giants are improving, the Eagles remain one of the best teams in the league, and the Cowboys are always a threat. So, Washington needs to be at their best if they want to make a real push. Looking at the bigger picture, the team's front office appears to be taking a long-term approach. They've invested in key positions, drafted promising young talent, and made strategic trades. The question now is whether these moves will translate into better on-field results. If young players like Amos and Sainristil develop as expected, and if veterans like Douglas can bring stability and experience, the Commanders could be setting themselves up for a resurgence. And let's not forget the importance of coaching and scheme. Defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio has been tasked with maximizing the talent on his roster. His scheme emphasizes aggressive coverage and timely pressure, but it requires players who can execute consistently. The addition of a veteran like Douglas, or even a seasoned pass rusher if they find the right fit, could be the missing piece to elevate the defense to the next level. The NFC East is a division where every game counts, and every play can swing the outcome. The Commanders are aware of this, and they're trying to position themselves as contenders, not just for this season but for years to come. They've got the foundation, they've got the talent, and now they need just a little more to push them over the edge. Whether that's through a veteran signing, continued development of their young players, or strategic in-season moves, the path is clear, the team is aiming high. And now, Washington Commanders fans, I want to hear from you. What's your take on all of this? Do you think the team has done enough defensively? Should they go all in on veteran additions or trust the young guys to step up? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. Your opinion really matters, and we love engaging with you. Remember, I'll be back soon with more updates and insights, so stay tuned for the latest Washington Commanders news. The season is approaching, and the excitement is building. Let's see what this team is truly made of, and whether they can surprise us all in 2025. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Commanders!